check it out. We've got the brand new 2017 Kia Soul. It is one of the best-selling subcompact anyway, it's Kia's best-selling car in America.
Yeah, nearly 150,000 sold in 2016.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, there's lots of reasons.
You know, I know why.
Why?
Hamsters!
Oh, for God! Don't you dare show the video.
Coming up right now.
No. This is an all-new car underneath the hood, and that's because this is the Kia Soul Exclamation, and that is the reason why. It is a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine, GTI. It puts out 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, only feeding the front wheels. There is no all-wheel drive version of this vehicle. Regardless, this thing has some serious pep.
You know, Nathan, I think it was smart of him to put in a turbo just as it was starting to slow down in sales, but I'm a little worried, you know, turbos can be thirsty.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing about this is, despite the fact that this has the beefiest engine, it is the most frugal amongst all of the Kia Souls. This one gets 26 miles per gallon in the city, 31 highway, and a combined 28 mpg, and that's a turbo with a DSG. I mean, not bad.
How does it drive, dude?
I like it. I mean, around corners, if you accelerate, you're gonna feel it. You're really gonna feel it.
How about passing power?
It has a lot of passing power, and I think that that was one of the problems with the old Kia Soul, is that it didn't really have that power, and everybody begged for it. Now they've got it. Unfortunately, you can't get the manual with this version of the vehicle. You can only get that with the base model, which has 130 horsepower.
Now, at the beginning of this video, I kind of stumbled over which class this belonged to. Is it a compact hot hatch or is it a crossover? And you know what? It's a little bit of both. But one thing that it really is fast, because, hey Nathan, you want to do a 0 to 60?
Hell yeah! There's only two modes. I have it in sport mode. This is a dual clutch. Sometimes they don't respond well to being revved on, but this one's letting me go up to about 1700 RPM or so. Here we go. Hear that? It's tire spin, a lot of it. This thing, for a little Econobox, literally, moves great. 7.36. Now, let's take that into context. We are over a mile above sea level here. And even with the turbocharger and directed injection, we still lose a little bit of power. I'm in manual mode, and it holds it pretty much up to red line. Then it, you know, does it for you. Okay, here we go. Rev it up. Try to let it go to red line each time, and away we go. Now, it's shifting for me. I'm not even doing it. But in manual mode, with it shifting for me, it's its fastest time, which is 7.31.
7.3, damn, that is fast. I remember when Paul, our race car driver, did a 0 to 60 on the 2016 Golf GTI. He got, well, let me show you that video.
So here we go for a 0 to 60 run in the Mark 7 Golf with manual transmission, traction control turned off, so it's up to me to manage the launch and the wheel spin. And this thing does like to spin the tires, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful with it here. 7.19 seconds to 60 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. It's about what we'd expect with a vehicle like this.
While I'm not exactly excited about the exterior styling, I mean, it does have a few cues to show you that it's a hotter vehicle. The interior is, in my mind, one of the best in class. And the reason why is everything is logically laid out and the materials are good quality. But you know what's really cool? Front and rear heated seats. I mean, there are $50,000 German cars you can't get that in. Not only that, but it has an excellent stereo system, which is optional. It has a giant screen. It has really good control layouts, and it doesn't have silly paddle shifters. It's just a stripped down, easy to use, everyday driver that has a little soul.
Now, do you remember when we first went to the Detroit Auto Show, we rented a Nissan Cube?
Oh, God, yeah.
Right? That came out about the same time as this came out. And that's a good contrast because that one did not work. It was quirky, but in a bad way.
Yeah, you know, the Nissan Cube, it had great space inside, and that's about the best thing I can say about it. It didn't drive very well. It certainly didn't handle very well. It wasn't very comfortable. It wasn't that frugal. There was really nothing that it did particularly well, other than having carpet on the dash.
So I think I know why this car sells so well. It's one of those Goldilocks cars. You know, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And think about it, it's got a turbocharged engine, a dual clutch transmission, heated seats, front and rear, and it's affordable. But I know the real reason it sells, and that's because of the hamsters.
Oh, don't you dare. Now, it may not look so big from the outside, but actually on the inside, it's got a lot of space. This area here behind the rear seat, 18.1 cubic feet of space. Look at this. Underneath here, lots of space down here, and this is removable. And if you do remove it and put these seats down, you have a total of 61.3 cubic feet of space, and that is quite a bit.
Here's a quandary, Nathan. Is this a subcompact crossover or is it a hot hatch? Because it really does compete kind of in two spaces, right?
Right.
It competes with cars like the CX-3, but it doesn't have all-wheel drive. It competes with even the Juke, but it also kind of competes with a Golf and a Golf GTI.
That's right. In fact, this engine is very similar to the engine that they have inside of the Kia Elantra Sport, which in my mind is the best car in its class. But the big difference here is that this has a totally different suspension. This suspension in this vehicle is not really built for handling.
All right, so here's the bottom line. Would you buy this car?
If it had a manual, right now.
Wow.
But it doesn't have a manual, so no. The reason why is because I have a small family, and I like the idea of having a small, very utilitarian car, and this would fit the bill for me. But once again, I mean, if you're going to get this type of power, I really would like to control it myself.
So Nathan, you've been driving it for a while. Why do you think it sells so well?
I think it's a combination of a lot of good things, and it's just an easy car to drive and enjoy, especially with the turbo.
Yeah, it's fun, it's affordable, it's fuel efficient, and you know what?
Oh, God, come on.
As always, this is Roman
And Nathan.
saying thanks for watching, and check out tflcar.com for more news, views,
And real world reviews.
and don't forget to click there to watch Nathan and the hamsters.
Don't put it on there. It's really, you're seriously going to put it?
No, we won't put it on. Ciao. Here we go.